Welcome, students. Keep up your good work on your online. Notice in your previous problems you've been having some difficulty with fractions. I wanted to go over give you some help on that through a basic tutorial, and then make sure that if you have any questions on any specific problems, I'll be happy to work with you on those. Feel free to email those over. Here's one of the more basic examples of adding fractions. Whenever we have an unlike denominator, the first thing we'd like to do is make sure that we have a lowest common denominator. One of the best ways to find the lowest common denominator is to go ahead and to write out the multiples of each one of the numbers. Kind of an unusual D there. So I'll start with the first multiple of 3, 6, and 9. And then the first few multiples of 2, 4, and 6. And we find the first matching number in both of these lists. Notice the first matching number is the number 6. So what happens is 6 becomes the denominator that we want in the fractions in order to be able to add them together. And then there's a couple of ways to go about the next part of the problem. We could say, what do we multiply by 3 in order to get 6? The number would be 2. Or we could also say that 3 goes into 6 evenly 2 times, making sure that we put a 2 in the new fraction outside, both in the numerator and denominator. Multiplying both numerator and denominator by 2. 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 1, don't have to tell you, is 2. Now you might ask yourself a question. 2 goes into 6 evenly how many times? 3. In the denominator, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 in the numerator would be 3. And then we want to be a little careful now to make sure we do not add the denominators. So let's continue with the next step, which is 2 plus 3 in the numerator, which is going to wind up being 5. And then, I lost my